Welcome, everyone, to the Long and the Short podcast. It's your boy Slim Dookie here with Willie Goat, a.k.a. the Goat, a.k.a. 6'5" Goat.
Demon,
Paint Demon, Masher, Inside Out Glass Guardian. That's what people call him. We got a great show today. We're going to talk a little NFL, a little NBA, a little college football. And where do you want to start? We got so many things on the agenda, on the docket.
Yeah, let's rip a little college football to start here. We haven't talked any college football in this pod, and I would love to hear what your thoughts are thus far in the season. We are about 10 games in, 11 games in here. I believe we're in week 13 coming up here. Is that what it is?
I believe so.
We have week 13 coming up here in the college football season. Do we have any? Is there any? There's a couple of noteworthy games here. We've got like USC, Oregon. USC, noteworthy team, by the way.
Big West Coast guy. USC's got a chance to play spoiler here because I think
so.
Another loss and Oregon's probably on the outs. You know, they're a one-loss team, but I think just the way things go, you look at the rest of the two-loss teams. You have two SEC teams, which, you know, for whatever reason, still means more, even though the SEC is not the best conference in college football.
No, it is not.
For sure, 2 years in a row. At least 2 years in a row.
Yes, I agree. Aligned.
But you know, I think Oklahoma would be in before, if Oregon were to lose, Oklahoma would be in before them. Texas probably gets in before them.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to look at Texas's schedule too, because I want to see who else they have. Because if they can just snag one more decent win, they might be a shoe-in, whether Oregon wins or not.
Interesting. I am not an Arch Manning believer. I'm an Arch Manning hater, actually. I don't like his film. I think he comes off like a bit of a loser to me. I don't know what it is.
Loser vibes?
He gives me loser vibes, and I think it's interesting. It's interesting how much flack Shador got for being a nepo starter, a nepo QB, when like Arch Manning has
I feel like
pretty
he's gotten a
similar case.
I feel like he's gotten this like close to the same. I'll say it would be worse if he was as like over the top, outspoken, flashy, and I say flashy and like not in the way he plays, but like off the field. Like, he would get more.
Right. I agree with that, but I think the media reaction to Arch struggling so far. I don't know that anyone's like super high on Arch right now.
No,
I'm probably lower on him than most, but I think even people who are like Arch believers are not. They're not like, you know, gushing about how good Arch Manning is. I don't think anybody thinks he's like a top 5 QB in college football right now.
No, I don't even think people would have him top 10.
I
would put a homie from North Texas above Arch right now. Dude's just
really
he's a gunslinger. Dude.
Who's this?
Terrible. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Let's see, UNT.
Homie from North Texas.
It starts with an M. Mestamaker. Drew Mestamaker. Or Messmaker.
Messmaker. It's kind of a sick last name.
clean up aisle, or clean up on aisle U, Chief. That would be my call if I did the UNT football games. Because he just made a mess.
Yeah,
and that's off top. I have more.
I mean, that's just fellas spitballing. I mean, that's just
this guy's being dudes.
That's just guys being dudes. That's a tough one. I haven't heard of this kid. What's going on with him? He's just out there
good.
slinging that thing.
He's just your classic like really good quarterback on a solid team in a bad conference.
Okay.
So like,
and that's fun QB to watch.
It is. That's that's like Bailey Zappi.
Yeah.
Bailey Zappi was Eastern Washington's, or was it not Eastern Washington? Washington State's quarterback. And he actually, I believe he holds the record for all-time passing yards of the season.
Does he really in all of college football?
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's so sick. That's the same energy. We were talking about this on the last episode, which I wish you guys could watch if you weren't here on the stream, but it didn't happen, apparently. It's the same. We were talking about the last one. Yeah, shout out Riverside. Riverside is the platform we run this podcast through, by the way, for those that are confused.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. Just a little behind the scenes of what's going on in our world over here is how we get this to you sucks.
Yeah.
But on the last episode, we were talking about the idea of just like rolling a backup QB out there and letting him throw 50 passes in a game. We were talking about the Jacoby Brissetts, the Jameis Winstons, the Davis Mills, like letting these guys go out there and just going, hey, here's your moment. Just go out there and sling that thing. That has the same vibe. There's something about a quarterback with like the expectations are low and the odds are stacked against him anyway.
Yeah, it's a random like dual threat UTEP quarterback.
Yeah.
Just like putting up 450 yards every game.
You're just like
just giving.
And he just doesn't even sniff an NFL roster.
Nope.
I've always thought
goes directly into coaching.
Yes. Yeah, he's just an offensive coordinator. What is it like being that guy too? And like when you're 37, like do you tell people that? Are you signing autographs still? Are people recognizing you? Like
shit, dude. Ask Josh Rosen.
Yeah, like
he's
what
in
do you
school.
do?
He's back in school. Like, and he's just I used to play for the Cardinals. Drafted.
Right. Like, it's just such a funny thing to be like, yeah, I used to be an NFL quarterback. And that's like your fun fact in like your Zoom meeting for like the new company you work at. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. Or like even just being like an NBA G leaguer. I always think about like how interesting is that to be like when people are like, what do you do for work? Like really?
Yeah. And he wasn't in the G League. But he played overseas all over the place, and he was an assistant coach with the Nairobi Thunder, which is like the BAL, like the African like the NBA Africa League.
Yeah.
He was like, and the funniest dude, this is such a great story. So he's like a coach on this team, and really they wanted him to play, but he's like, look, he's 32, 33, I think. He's like, I only have so many playing years left in me.
Yeah.
So I need to get into coaching because I need to start planning the next half of my career to be a coach. So I need coaching experience. And like, okay, we'll pull you on as a coach if you do player development too. So he's like, sure. So news cameras come to cover the team, to come to practice. And he's playing ones with the players. And he is absolutely frying everybody. Starters, bench guy, everyone, dude. Like
32-year-old.
Them. And also 5'8". Like if that, like white guy, former overseas like hooper. Never averaged less than 20 a game anywhere he went. Just a
bucket getter.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm 33. I gotta move on with my life. I guess I can't play forever. And so the news station comes and they get all that footage and they used it in their story. He said, I got 5 DMs in a day from teams being like, come play. And he's like, I'm not playing anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating.
And he's talked about like getting a G League job. He's like, I could do it. He's like, it'd kind of be tough, like rebounding for a dude that I could beat it like one-on-one, like 11-0.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting being the coach. Like I want to be a coach, but you're still so good at hoops that you could play. Cause like, I can't imagine that feeling. That was like after high school. This is exactly what that's like. I'll relate to this in a very one-to-one way. That was like after when I finished playing high school soccer, I started coaching high school soccer during college. And I wasn't that far removed from the kids that I was coaching.
Yeah.
Which is clearly the exact same thing as like playing professional sports overseas and then being asked to like coach in the African basketball league. Obviously, those are like very similar parallels.
They are. I mean, in terms of like the level of play that's happening, it's like you're still like you would destroy them. You're not allowed to play anymore.
No, I'm joking in terms of like how I relate to this, but it is a similar story of like I was watching the game and I was like, I would be on fire out there right now. Like watching that and being like, I could still do this. Like I can't believe I'm over here on the sidelines right now. Like, why am I not playing in the game? Dude, sorry, I know. Let me wait. Can I rip one story that would be awesome before we start? Dude, so I joined.
Before we start.
Yeah, before we start, as if we haven't started already. 4 viewers in the chat, by the way. Let's go, guys. Feel free to shoot some questions if you guys. We'd love to answer some chat questions today and really spend some time on this. I joined a co-ed soccer league team this season. I joined like a couple games into the year. They hadn't won a game yet. Me and 2 of my buddies who are very good at soccer also. The 3 of us joined. we still, even with us joining, we didn't win a game all year in the regular season. Like 0-10, okay? Got killed by like every team. I think we got maybe one tie. That might have been the only thing we got. Every team in the league makes playoffs. That's like the rule for this league. We played the number 1 seed this last Sunday, 2 nights ago at the time of recording this. Dude, we won in PKs.
You're kidding.
I scored the game-winning PK.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was the most electric, like, nonsense, casual, co-ed league soccer. It was so sick. There was, like, not a crowd, but, like, everyone that was, like, watching the game, the girlfriends or the siblings or whatever who came to watch. It was, dude, everybody was so into it. The game was electric. The ref was into it. Like, after the game, the ref was like, that was one of the best games I've ever seen in this league. And it was the last place team who hasn't won all year beating, like, the undefeated 1 seed.
That's awesome.
It was our first win of the year. So sick. And now we might go on to win the league.
Dude.
And it's going to be, like, such a sick story.
Yeah, you're going to tell your kids about that.
I will. I will. And it's such like a funny thing because it's just like a nonsense co-ed league.
But it matters.
But it matters.
Don't let anyone tell you it does. It's just a rec league. No, it matters.
Dude, I was writing the other day in the shower. I was daydreaming the speech I'm going to give the team when we go into the games. The next games. I was like, dude, I'm going to give the speech of a lifetime. I'm going to give these guys the speech of a lifetime. Like, nobody's ever going to know about this but us. And that's all that matters. We do this for us. We do this for the people here today at this field. Like, it means something. It does. Resilience means something. Like,
hell yeah, dude.
Just hitting, like,
that's
a fucking
sick.
Remember the Titans speech, Like, it's so fire.
That's
so
awesome,
fire.
Dude. Gosh, I wish I had more moments like that.
I'm sure you do.
Rec sports moments.
Yeah.
Not a ton.
You don't think so?
No, I just don't. Since graduating college, I haven't lived in places where there's opportunities to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't. I played in a rec league and a men's league basketball game once, and it was like a church league.
Yeah.
I went crazy. I dominated.
Let's go.
It was like it was like some random Baptist church that I didn't go to.
Yeah.
And it was like, I didn't know it was the team from the church, and everyone else that was in this league was not affiliated with the church, and everyone's talking crazy, bro. Like,
really
big time trash talk. And so, like,
hell yeah,
I'm chirping too. And like, when you're killing and you're talking trash and other dudes are talking trash, it's like, everyone's cool with it. No one's actually upset with each other. And after the game, it was all daps, whatever.
Yeah.
The coach, we were the only team with a coach too. It was like the youth pastor at the church. He pulls me out and sits me for the entire second half to make a point, to be like, because the whole game he's like, don't talk to these guys, all right? Like, don't even give them the satisfaction. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, we're not mad at each other. It's just, I'm not swearing either.
No,
I'm not swearing. I'm just like, and one, like, I'm like telling guys they can't guard me, whatever.
Yeah,
and,
there's a respectful amount of that in like every single basketball game.
And this guy, like, because I didn't realize what I did wrong for the longest time, and then after the game, he like gives this big speech to our team about how, like, we don't go down to their level. I'm like, dude, that's
such a youth pastor move. That's such a youth pastor move.
And it was a bunch of like, I'm like 22, and like most of the guys on the team are like 17, 18, 19, like in college or like seniors in high school. And to be fair, I had 17 in one half. And
he pulled you for the whole second half?
Sat me the rest of the game too.
That's soft.
It was a Michael Beasley, just downhill, mid-range only. I don't think I attempted a jumper until I had 15.
Hell yes, brother. Hell yes.
Yeah,
I love that.
Awesome.
Going and getting just ethical mid-range buckets at a church league rec game and jawing the whole time is so elite. That's such an S-tier experience.
I had a bounce pass dime between my legs from block to block.
Oh.
Like, got the ball in the post and the help was coming from the top, and I just caught it and bounced it between my legs, like pistol P right to the kid behind me, laid it up. It was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's a top five dude experience is showing up to a rec league and not really knowing like what the vibe is going to be and going out there and just torching everybody.
Killing.
And letting them know about it.
Yeah.
Letting them know about it. That's top five dude experience of all time. We do have a question in the chat, by the way. Jersey Mike's or Panda Express for a quirked up white fella?
Ooh.
Now, I mean, you're asking if you're looking for this through the perspective of some quirked up white fellas, you've come to the right spot.
Yeah.
I mean, we can start.
We should have named the pod that Quirked Up White
Fellas. Yeah, that could have been good.
We missed.
We missed big time
out
on that. Big swing and a miss. I mean, for me, this is a layup. It's not even a question. I'm going Jersey Mike's.
Ooh, I was going the other way.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I just had Chinese food. It was really good.
So did I.
It did fill me with gas, like
naturally.
Like I went to go shit, and I was just blowing hot air for a while before I got any sort of real production.
Yeah, before you got any substance. Yeah. If you would have gotten off the toilet before you got there, it would have been that meme of the guy that's like pickaxing towards the diamonds. And then he the next slide is him like turning around sad. If you would have just given up on
story.
I guess it was just farts. Farts. That would have been you.
No
you would have been the pickaxe meme guy.
Except no diamonds, just a bunch of shit behind the last little inch of wall. Oh my gosh.
Panda orange chicken inside the Jersey Mike's number 7. That is diabolical, son.
That's nuts. What's the number 7? I gotta look this up now.
I don't remember exactly what it is, but just the thought of putting orange chicken in any Jersey Mike's sandwich is I'm fairly certain that the UN outlawed that.
You could get arrested.
I'm pretty sure NATO outlawed
we were going to
that.
the same place.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was saying you get arrested. We were kind of going.
Yeah.
Number 7 is a turkey and provolone.
Okay, that's what you know what's crazy? Wow, I'm a Jersey Mike's truther. I actually was gonna say that, but I was not confident. But the first thing I thought of, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the turkey provolone. I'm a big Jersey Mike's guy. I just had, ironically, you know what's interesting? This is a great question from Gooch for me specifically because I just had Jersey Mike's and Chinese food this week.
Wow.
But there's a place by my crib that is like, it's not a Panda, it's another Chinese spot. Very solid. We had some sesame chicken the other night with we got free veggie egg rolls with the order.
Ooh. I'm a crab rangoon guy. When you get an option for a side,
like crab.
Some goons.
Yeah, I like a good goon. I'm a big goon truther. But I go as like an establishment, Jersey Mike's over Panda.
I love Panda Express.
Easily.
I used to live by Panda Express in Charlotte,
and
I went there a lot.
Panda Express is 2 hit or miss. When Panda's good, when Panda's on,
it's good. It's very good.
When you get in there, when you get into that line, when you get in line and you see the orange chickens like a scrape away, and you got like 3 people in front of you, and you're like, one of these folks is going OC. One of these folks in front of me is ripping OC for sure. And they scrape the bottom of that pan, and you see, dude, you see that piping hot pan come out from that kitchen, fresh OC, dude, get plopped down into that heater.
Change your life.
I'll tell you what. That is that's top 5 fast food experience all time, dude. You get dude, a fresh OC, that's jackpot shit right there is what that is.
Oh my gosh.
I will give you that.
Dude, I'm laughing really hard because that is a very, very funny way you just laid that out. But also, we were talking about college football at some point.
We came into this pod talking college football with nobody watching the stream, and then when people joined, it somehow changed to shitting ourselves and fast food. It's so sick, guys.
We were like asking some questions, then we just got the least sports question ever. Yeah, I'm not upset though.
Hot and bothered off the OC couldn't be more true. I will say, Panda might have a higher ceiling. I'll put it that way. Oh, let's put it in sports terms. Panda, I think, has higher ceiling, lower floor. Inconsistent.
Bigger risk.
Jersey Mike's is
the Charlotte Hornets draft from this year.
Right.
I was gonna say low ceiling, high floor.
Yes. I was gonna say Jersey Mike's is Chase Brown. Even on a bad offense, he still is an effective running back every
50
down.
yards on 12 carries, 3 catches for 20.
Right. He does his job. And if you put him in a better offense, he's going to have better days, but it's just even he's just consistent, right? Panda Express is Bashal Tootin. we talked Tootin last pod.
We're some Tootin boys.
And that's a double entendre right there for for the viewers at home that have been listening since Slim Dookie started talking about farting out of his butt from Chinese food.
Dude, I was just filled with air.
Yeah.
I still am feeling a little balloony.
Dude, sometimes you just get plugged up with that hot Chinese air. That's just how it goes. It's unavoidable at times, dude. There's
Hold on, I have a segue for this.
There's only so much you can do. Let me hear it.
You know who else is full of hot air pretty often? Do you know? Are you doing that because you're going to guess?
No, I'm really locked in on
Curt
this segue.
Cignetti, head coach of the Indiana Football Hoosiers.
Okay.
Very hot guy, very animated. But that hot air is not to be confused with someone who lies, because he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
Okay, I like that. Tell me what that is. Tell me what that is. Tell me what you like to see out of this team.
He showed up in Indiana last year from JMU. He brought everyone with him, and he was like, "Yeah, like we're because I think a lot of people were asking in press conferences early, like, hey, like how long is it going to take to get Indiana on the right track?" He's like, "We're doing it this year.
Yeah,
we're going to be good this year."
Respect.
He said it, and then they did it last year. They were undefeated. They go into the playoff. They get embarrassed. To be fair, like I don't think they were a real like college football playoff contender. But this year's a little different.
This year you're liking them.
Oh, I think Indiana's very, very good this year.
And they're ranked number 2, no?
Yes, they're undefeated again.
Okay.
10-0 or 11-0 now.
Wow.
And they got Mendoza back there.
I like the Mendoza kid.
Slinging the pill. He's because I think that was the thing last year is like their defense was great. Their defense was fantastic, but they could not move the ball up and down the field consistently.
Like
if they could just run all over someone, then they would put together drives. But when they couldn't, it was like, all right, I guess we're punting again. It was just Big Ten football, just like Iowa, Iowa football essentially. But this team feels a little more dynamic. The defense is still good, and they are looking very dominant in a very, very good Big Ten this year too.
Yeah. Mendoza is 4th in QBR rankings this season.
I believe it. Who's top 3
for all of college football quarterbacks? Jaden Mayava at 1 for USC, my Trojans, who Slim Dookie over here does not believe in. Julian Sayin at OSU. I don't know how I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. And then Fernando Mendoza at 4. And then Diego Pavia with Vanderbilt at 5, who is such an electric story.
I cannot stand Diego Pavia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
So
I just think the story's cool.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he's a little turd. As a person, he's a turd. Yeah.
Really? What makes you say that?
So I live in Alabama.
Okay.
And I work a lot with a high school, and there was a coach who was associated with one of the teams. I don't want to name any names, but he went to a game, and he actually ended up on a Barstool video. And it was the way it was framed was like Alabama fan and Diego Pavia get into it. But there was no context of it. And essentially they just made this guy look like a jackass. But the story, I heard the actual story, and it's the coach that was there that I know he's got 2 kids, 2 young kids, 11 or 12. And they wanted to go down and see if they could get a high five from Pavia after Alabama won, because he's a good player, whatever, probably be an NFL quarterback one day. And Pavia's, he'll be on a roster, whatever.
Yeah.
College football is king down here anyways. If you're a good college football quarterback, that's all kids care about. But
right. Yeah. That's totally.
Either way, he's saying F you, he's grabbing his nuts, and flipping off fans. And his dad's down there with his 2 12-year-old kids. And he starts being like, come on, man, show a little class. And Diego Pavia's like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'll do whatever. And so,
interesting.
And I'm like, okay. And also there was a coach or someone on the Vanderbilt staff that was like, man, you're yelling at a kid, bro. You're really a grown man yelling at a kid. Diego Pavia is 26.
Yeah.
And he's making millions of dollars.
Grown ass man playing in his he's playing his 7th year of.
You're in your late 20s, Chief. You're no longer, there's no longer, hey, they're just kids. Also, when you start making millions of dollars to do something, welcome to the world of being criticized. You're going to be criticized now.
Yes. Sorry. That's what it's like. That's the trade-off. It's hard to make 7 figures and not receive any backlash. 7 figures publicly. It's hard to publicly make 7 figures and then it's interesting. I don't know where I stand on athletes when it's like after they lose and the idea of sort of seeing them after they lose and then counting that as like who they are, I guess. I've always been a weird gray area with that because I'm like, I'm competitive.
Same.
I'm competitive, and like when I played, if you would have spoke to me after we lost, especially if I didn't play well, dude, you would have thought if that was. I'll put it this way: if someone had met me after losing a game when I was like younger, and that was like their idea of me, they would think I am the worst person in the world. I am a piece of shit when I lose. I'm so bad. I mean, I used to be worse. Now it's like whatever. I'm playing in men's leagues. But dude, even back like I was playing a couple years ago. I was playing like indoor soccer with like on a men's league team and like a co-ed. I was in like 2 leagues. Dude, I was not fun to be around when we lost because I was like taking it pretty seriously. And even that doesn't have any. So to me, it's like I get it. Like this idea of like athletes after they lose, like that's how we view them is like. It's tough, but I get it. He does come out. He's very like cocky. He does come off very like full of himself and cocky and kind of a shitbag. But I suppose it's kind of his MO.
I think it the correct way to look at it is probably it says more about a guy when he loses and he acts the right way than it does about someone who loses and acts the wrong way.
Totally. And I am absolutely a victim. I'm absolutely the victim of losing and acting the wrong way. And as I've gotten older, I have understood what it means to lose and act the right way. So I know what you're saying. Like now that I'm 25, I understand like, oh yeah, there is a correct way to lose. I get what you're saying. But it's sort of that thing with Menzel and like Baker and Shador. It's like, a quarterback sort of has to have a big ego by nature. It's rare you find just like the real lunch pail, quiet, just not like even those.
And dudes, I don't need you to be quiet though. Like
no.
When you lose, like sometimes you just like and I heard it's funny. I was filming a high school playoff game, and we were like the team that I filmed for lost, and the sidelines were getting a little like hectic, and there was a lot of flags for unsportsmanlike on the field. Okay. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And one of the other coaches just says like, man, sometimes when you're just getting your teeth kicked in, you just got to take it, man. Yeah. Just they're like, endure it until it's over. Just put your head down until 100%. You get to the locker room.
100%.
Like, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
And then then guess what? Next year, when like it's time to be on the field again, be just as cocky as you want. Like, on the field, be just as energetic. Like you can't not. It's like just because you're not acting crazy because you lost doesn't mean you can't do that when you're up or playing well or whatever. Like
to have sort of a sentimental moment with this too, in terms of like what I love about sports, is it like there is something about teaching young men and women how to like control their emotions because it truly is like going. Like when you know what I mean, like when you get to like the nitty gritty of like why sports matter and why they're important and why they're kind of beautiful, it's like no, it's actually super valuable to learn like how to be a part of something, how to lose, how to win, like how to keep your emotions in check. Like that's actually a super valuable life skill. And like we see it in the pro leagues. We see people who are like emotionally stunted or like immature. Keon Coleman for your Bills, missing meetings, not showing up when he spoke. Like that's a dude who needs to learn kind of one of the valuable lessons of sports when it comes to like, if you want a place in a team, in a group, if you want to make real money, like there's a certain level of maturity and like being an adult that comes with that. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of beautiful parallels to sports and life, I think, that are really cool. It's why I love sports so much. I have such a beautiful appreciation for them.
I think my favorite thing to tell kids, at least because I coached for 3 years. By the way, that was hot for anyone who's watching. Connor just like moaned.
I don't know what happened. I got a fucking nasty kink in my neck out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. All right, man. Say your stupid thing about the sports and shut up.
I was just gonna say it's just controlling what you can control. I mean, I think everyone's lost a game where they got screwed by the officials, and everyone thinks they've lost a lot of games when they got screwed by the officials. So whether you did or you didn't, like you got to control what you can control.
Yeah, I love that.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like such a good life thing as well.
100%. 100%. Do you have anything else on this college football talk here? Do you want to hit any more teams? Do you have any more takes you'd like to?
I'll go rapid fire here.
Please give me some rapid fire.
Great college football segment. I think in 40 minutes of being live, we've covered about 5 minutes of college football. Ohio State's the best team in the country. I think they're better than they were. Excuse me, last year.
Good push. Good push.
Indiana, I already talked about Indiana. Very good. Very different from last year.
Yes.
A&M, borderline pretender. They were down 30 to nothing against South Carolina, and they came back and won. But I think any team that can go down 30 to nothing to a below 500 team isn't a contender to win the national championship.
That's an interesting take. I want to remember that.
Yeah.
I want to remember that because I feel like that'll be something I'm going to need to apply against you. I'm gonna wield that against you.
Hey, that's fine with me. Bama's good. I could see them like being. I mean, I think they're very legit. They can win it. I put Georgia in about the same category. I think Alabama has a little more firepower at the quarterback position, especially because I think Ty Simpson's just better. Like Gunnar Stockton is good enough. Ty Simpson is actually good.
Okay.
Tech has probably I don't know. Tech is the best team in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten is actually good this year. So that says something. Ole Miss is fun, but I don't think that any team that plays as fast as them, like when they can't control the pace of a game, and I can guarantee you one of these teams above will control the pace of the game more than Ole Miss can.
A bigger, better team will take control of tempo pretty quickly. Yeah,
but I can see them winning a game in the playoff. Oregon, West Coast team, who cares? Notre Dame. I think they're good enough to get in, but I don't think I think maybe they win a game. Maybe.
Okay.
Texas, not very good. Oklahoma's fun and frisky, but I put them a step above Texas in the same category. BYU, Mormons, but they do, Their quarterback's last name, I think their quarterback's name is Bear Bachmeier. Maybe that's the brother, but there's two Bachmeiers. Or maybe one was there at one point and now there's, but like that's
I know
cool
you're talking
name.
about. Yeah.
They do a lot of like fun offense stuff. Like they score a lot. But they're
Charmin on defense. Yeah, they're Charmin defensively. Yeah.
Pretenders. That's it. That's all my college. I could have just done that at the beginning and then we could have just chatted. That would have been fun. That would have been way better.
No, I liked it. I liked that we circled back to it after 45 minutes of talking about being full of hot Chinese air.
Hot Chinese air would have been a good podcast name too.
Yeah. We're just going to keep stacking podcast names.
Yeah. Hot Chinese air. What's that podcast about?
Yeah. I'm gonna not answer that personally.
I got one.
To protect my image, but yeah, you go ahead. I don't endorse whatever you're about to say.
Yeah, I really don't. Like my brand is I record my computer screen and talk about like basketball actions. So it's about it's like a travel podcast about Chinese folks that do hot air balloon travel or all around the world.
Okay.
Hot Chinese air.
Sure. I'm going to not comment on that. Yeah, sure.
And they're American-born Chinese people, but during the podcast, they do outrageously stereotypical accents the whole time.
Now I'm in. No. Speaking of outrageous stereotypical accents, no. Could you imagine if I had that?
Wow, where are we going?
Could you imagine if I segued that? That would have been so sick.
Anthony,
wait. No, I'll find it. Wait. No, I was gonna do a Giddy. I was gonna try to get to Giddy, but it's like an outrageously stereotypical Australian accent. But I guess we should.
He's losing it, bro. Have you heard him?
Is he? No, I haven't. Is he losing it?
Yeah.
Should we run through some NFL predictions and then we'll finish up with some NBA? How does that sound?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we got week 12 of the NFL coming up here. Not a great slate of games this week. Not a ton of big games. A lot of kind of whatever games. But that's sort of been the league this year. Every team has sort of been a little whatever. There's not really a ton of juggernauts out there. And I think we go through like if we're going to talk juggernaut or not, if we want to coin that as like a segment here. I don't know how many teams we could even stick into this juggernaut or not conversation. It's if we're gonna just rattle off, I'll rattle off a couple. And we can just, I think we'll quickly agree on like whether they are or not.
Yeah.
Let's start. We'll go bottom up on the noteworthy teams that I think could even be in the consideration of Juggernaut, and you tell me if they're Juggernaut or not.
Sounds
Kansas City
good.
Chiefs.
Not, but I don't want to see him in the first round of the playoffs.
Agreed. Just got stomped by Denver.
Yeah.
Looked bad against Denver.
Yeah, and I think everyone was like, this is the get right game for the Chiefs.
Yes.
This is where they remind everyone that they're back, that they're still here.
Big divisional game, Mahomes versus a young quarterback, like had all the makings for like the Chiefs win that game, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, they're the Chiefs. It's still Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid. Didn't look as good as we wanted him to. So agreed there. The Seahawks.
I'm going to say yes.
Juggernaut.
I'm gonna put him in the Juggernaut category.
Seahawks Jugs.
Because what's that podcast about?
Birds with huge tits.
Huge milkers.
It's just all AI birds with boobs.
It's just guys discussing,
just going, yep.
Also, there's no video feed. They're just like, I like that one.
They're not showing you what they're looking at.
But no, I think that like the Seahawks pass attack is the best in the NFL. I think their run game is solid. It's weird. I think like you get a little bit from Charbonnet, you get a little bit from Walker. And it's always kind of enough. And then they get it done on third downs. Like that's what, and they're explosive too. They make big plays. They don't put themselves in that situation too often. And their defense is great. And I think like we might see that Rams Seahawks game. We might see that again in the playoffs, and it'll be awesome. It'll be a really, really good game.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun. And obviously they're divisional rivals here in like a tough division. So it's not unlikely that we get that. I think as it stands, I believe it's Rams Niners first round if the playoffs were to start today. But obviously that could change. Let's move here to the Green Bay Packers. Juggernaut or not?
I'm gonna
say not.
I'm gonna say not as well.
Okay.
I think goes broken.
I think Jordan Love without like a true. This receiving core would be really cool for like Josh Allen. Like a top 7 quarterback would work totally fine with this receiving core because they have a nice like mix of guys.
Yeah.
If they could stay healthy, that would be a big plus too. But like even like Tucker Kraft and Musgrave are both. Tucker Kraft is a great tight end. Musgrave is a decent tight end, like a decent route runner.
Well, Kraft is hurt now, right?
Kraft, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm saying like fully healthy, this receiving core, although they don't have like a true number 1, would still be a good real life football receiving core. But with Jordan Love, I just don't. He's Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins. I
don't know if I put him in the Kirk Cousins category, but
not current. Kirk Cousins.
Old like Redskins Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, like a quarterback that's like, he'll win you some games, but when the lights are bright, is
he the guy you really want to rely on?
He's not going to elevate an okay receiving core to the point of them being a juggernaut. He would need to have like a true dominant receiver to lift. He would need a receiver to sort of elevate him, I think. So I'm going not on the Green Bay Packers.
I go not too. I mean, I've lost a little bit of faith because at first I would have said yeah. But they're so wishy-washy. They're so up and down. I think like it's like a mystery box, like Russell Westbrook type team of like every game is going to be something different.
They've won some tough games and they've lost some easy ones. So it's like you can't lose easy games and be a juggernaut in my book.
What speaks the loudest is the Cowboys tie.
Yes, I agree.
Perfectly sums up the season.
Yes, the Detroit Lions, juggernaut. I think they're a juggernaut.
I want to say yes, and it's hard to say that with their record being their record. Come playoff time, I'm still betting on the Lions over a lot of teams, and that's why I put them in the juggernaut category.
That's where I'm at. Is like I get that they're not where they should be right now, but I'm still like, hey, when rubber meets road, this team is still going to be tough as nails.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears.
No.
Not.
But at the top of the division, though, enjoy it, Bears fans.
And that's awesome. And that's a step in the right direction. It's better than it's been, and that's a win. We talked about this on the last pod that we won't be able to upload. But we talked about the Bears. We touched on it a little more. But the long and the short of what we were saying is that, you like that? Is that this
stuff.
team it's a winning team at the top of the division for the first time in a long time. I don't think they're that good, but Bears fans, you should be happy that things are moving in the right direction. I think with a good offseason, like this upcoming offseason, and maybe Caleb finally irons out a last couple wrinkles here of like transitioning to NFL football.
He's doing it.
I'll tell you what. No, he's in the process. Absolutely. They're probably a year or two away from being like, hey, could be a juggernaut with the right moves. And we'll see if the Bears do that. The Denver Broncos, juggernaut.
I'm going to say not.
Really? Why not?
I said this on the last episode too, but Bo Nix gives me like Tebow vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like I just don't. I think in a playoff game, when games matter, like I don't trust him to make plays down the stretch of the game. And the defense is awesome. And with Dobbins out too, like how long is Dobbins going to be out? I think at least like 6 weeks.
I think he's
so maybe maybe playoff return, maybe.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I think. Yeah,
that was a big part of the run game. And I know RJ Harvey is solid, but he's a rookie. You know, I think
he hasn't looked as good as they had hoped. I think.
Yeah, and I think now you have like you have to scheme for one less guy because Harvey and Dobbins are two very different running backs.
Yeah, definitely. It makes their offense a little bit less dynamic. I think that Bo Nix has more in his locker than Tebow probably ever did. I think he's a little bit more dynamic as a quarterback. But I agree with you. I think when come playoff time, I do think he'll be exposed by, like, if the Chiefs can sneak in here and that's like the first round they see or something is like the 1 seed Broncos versus like you know what I mean? Like if that's the matchup that happens, I would take the Chiefs.
Yeah,
but that defense
Broncos
is stout,
fans Broncos fans would be angry, but
will be.
I'm not sold yet. I'm not sold.
They will be, and they have a right to be because the team does look good and they're winning football games, and the defense is unbelievably good. So I'm going to say they are a juggernaut, but I understand what you're saying when it comes to Bo Nix in a vacuum. Bo Nix,
of all the non-juggernauts, they're at the top for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good way to put that. I'll allow that. Yeah. The Colts, juggernaut. Could be a pretender. But right now, for what we know right now, the way that run game looks, the defense gets better with Sauce Gardner. I like the receiving core. If Daniel Jones can just make the simple thing happen, juggernaut.
So what's your verdict?
In my opinion.
You're okay? I would have a really hard time putting the Colts in that category and not putting the Broncos there. So I'm gonna say no as well, but like if I were to put them, I want them to be one because I think it's the most fun story this year of all the really good teams is that the Colts are very good. But I think there's just that overwhelming fear of just like, when does Daniel Jones turn back into a pumpkin?
Yes.
And I want him to be good so bad. He's fun. You know, it's a cool story, but playoff experience says, you know, it's worth something. And at least Bo Nix has played in a playoff game. You know, he wasn't great.
Has Daniel Jones never played in a playoff game?
No. He's been in New York.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna say no, but I like the Colts. I want them to win.
No, I'm with you, and maybe I'm being a little too giving with my juggernaut.
That's fine.
But I think right now I just have Lions, Broncos, Colts. But
we'll go back through.
Yeah, well, we'll go back through next week, and I'll probably change my mind on some of this. But
this will make a good clip too.
Borderline, yeah, totally, yeah. Clip this and just prove me wrong entirely. I don't know, because then it's like, you know, the last 4 teams we get into here: Eagles, Bills, Patriots, Rams. Which I think everyone has consensus. That's the 4 best teams in the NFL right now. Probably, maybe Bills are on the bubble there. Let's go.
How sold are you on the Patriots?
I'm pretty sold, man.
I mean,
defense looks good. Drake May looks great. Vrabel's
they've
done
played
well.
2 good teams.
Yeah,
one of those
did what they were supposed to do.
But hold on, let's like have they played two good teams. If you put the Bills on the bubble, then they played one good team.
A bubble Juggernaut team is a good team.
Okay. Well,
That's
then they played
team.
two they played two solid teams. If the Bills are on the bubble, then the Bucs are out. Like they haven't been tested yet. Those are the only teams they played that you could say are good teams are the Bills and the Bucs.
Yeah. And I guess we didn't even really include the Bucs in this, but they've also had such a banged up team that it's hard.
Yeah, they don't look great as of late.
The offense is so banged up. Okay, I get what you're saying. Let's
do the Bucs real quick. Bucs, yes or no?
No.
No,
not a Juggernaut. No.
After like week 5, I would say yes, but not now.
If they were healthy, I would say yeah. But having Bucky and Mike Evans is done for the year. Godwin is like, who knows what's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say running the ball isn't the issue, but dude, just the only guy they throw to two guys. They throw to Ibuka and Cade Otton.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess are the Patriots? Gosh, now I'm like trying to figure out what my definition of Juggernaut is and if I've been accurate this whole time.
I would say like you believe in them to make a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I guess Juggernaut is supposed to be like, I am confident they are bigger, better, faster, stronger than most teams out there across the board. And I guess maybe I've been a little bit liberal with that.
And not to limit it to 4 teams because I don't think you should, but like I believe in them. Like I could see them going to the conference championship.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yes. Okay. Rams, Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I'll go there. Rams, Juggernaut. Eagles, even with Super Bowl hangover, still a Juggernaut. Still a team with a great receiving core, Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? Like this team is still very good. I guess Rams, Eagles are the two like shoe-in juggernauts. And then after that, I guess my bubble juggernauts that I'm like, maybe I'll walk that back and maybe they're not fully juggernauts, would be Patriots, Bills, Colts, Broncos. Those are the 4 teams.
Yeah.
And that's my top 6. And then the Chiefs are right. Chiefs are just always right there for me. I'm never going to discount Pat Mahomes. So I'm still lingering there with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I want them to be bad, so I'm just going to like will that into existence. But yeah, so we're finishing off Eagles. You said yes.
Yes.
Bills, I'm saying no.
No.
Patriots,
bubble jug.
Yeah, I mean, Bills defense is just so terrible, bro.
Yeah, the run defense is. I mean, Sean Tucker doing what he did to you guys is like Sean Tucker's like is a fine.
And triple X shoulder pads too.
Sean Tucker's a fine running back, but that's tough when you're like 3rd string running back is just marching.
Yeah,
all over
it was rough. It was rough. Patriots, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm not a believer yet, and then Rams, obviously.
Okay. Let's just go rapid fire game predictions for this week, and then let's get into NBA for the final 30 to 45 minutes here. Bills, Houston, Thursday Night Football.
Oh wait, hold on. I had this up.
Bills are -6.
Bills, Texans, Thursday night. Bills are -6. I'm going to take us to win, but it's going to be a stinker. I would bet the under. I think the line at like 43.5.
Over under is 43.5.
Boom. I'm not even.
Bills are -6. That was good. That was a good call. I'm going to say something crazy right here. I'm going to go Thursday night chaos. The Texans. Oh wait, no. Mills is it. Stroud was just announced today.
It's Mills Mafia right now.
Never mind. Yeah, I'll take the Bills. If Stroud was healthy, I would have taken crazy Thursday Night Football game. Texans win. But
dude, their O-line is so bad. No matter who's back there, like Stroud just runs for his life.
Yeah.
He's just getting hit as he throws constantly.
Yeah, that'll be the Bills. This is actually kind of an interesting one. Steelers, Bears. And Chicago is -3. Over under of 45.5. I think I'm taking the under on 45 at 45.5. But I might take the Steelers to win that game.
Yeah, this feels like
Chicago -3.
This feels like a Steelers kind of like, because the Steelers are either lights out in the first half of the season or lights out in the second half of the season. So this feels like they're starting to force turnovers again. The defense was bad for a while, and like last 2 weeks they've been solid.
Yeah.
And
Aaron
also
Rodgers,
the
I
offense is
believe, is
looking
out.
worse and worse. Oh, he's out.
Aaron Rodgers, I believe,
that's
is
right.
out.
Didn't
I
he
think it's
break
Mason
his
Rudolph.
he broke his non-throwing wrist. And this is good for Mike Tomlin, though, because now he can get back to like really what he wants to do. Because with Rodgers, they would take a shot down the field every once in a while.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph is going to be just like 2-yard throws.
Yeah.
And then like, let's see, like run. Let's throw it short of the sticks by a yard and a half and see if someone can fall forward to just barely get a first down and then run it back.
Yeah. That's it's going to be an ugly game, but I think Chicago will actually walk away with this because Rodgers is out. If Aaron Rodgers was healthy and Stroud was healthy, I would have taken the underdog in both of those games. But perhaps that's why they were such an underdog in those games, because there's a backup quarterback. New England, Cincinnati. I think I'm taking New England there, but do you take the over-under at 49.5?
I'll probably take the under just because I think the Patriots are going to score 1,000 points. And the Bengals are going to score too. I see this game being like a 41-22, like weird kind of just
okay. So the
like
over.
This is going to be like a Cardinals game. Yeah. Did I say? Yeah. Did I say the under?
I think you said the under originally, and then you said.
Oh no, I meant to say the over.
You were like, and the Patriots are going to score 1,000 points, and I was like, that feels like the over. I'm actually fully aligned on that. Giants, Lions, not even worth talking about really. Minnesota, Green Bay. Green Bay's minus 6.5. Over under at 41.5. I'm going to take Green Bay to win that. I might take the under on that. That feels like an ugly game. That feels like Emmanuel Wilson. I think Josh Jacobs is out. It feels like Emmanuel Wilson 15 carries for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Jordan Love has like 212 yards and like 1 touchdown, and the score's like 21-7. And JJ McCarthy gets like 9 gets 1 touchdown.
I was just about to bring that up. Like ever since I heard about that, I want him to be so bad now. Before I was like, it's fun. It's a fun story. He's like, yeah, when I get on the field, I become 9.
Nope.
It's like, what I think he's thrown 9 interceptions this year.
Yeah. Could not want you to get sacked less. 9. Seattle, Tennessee should be an easy one. Seattle's minus 13. I think that's the nicest odds. Oh no. Baltimore at minus 13.5 is. Baltimore over the Jets at minus 13.5. We don't even really need to talk about either of those games, I don't think. Tennessee and New York look so awful.
Did we mention did we mention Chiefs yet?
No, I was going to get there because I was just talking about the 2
my bad,
easy
you
ones.
Jumped over it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was skipping over just for like the cake odds.
Seahawks walk them. Baltimore kills New York.
Baltimore walks them. Indianapolis or Kansas City, and Kansas City is actually, I believe, the favorite at minus 3.5.
Moneyline Colts. Moneyline Colts.
It's not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet just because Kansas City's the favorite there and it's better money. But I do think that the Chiefs will win this game. I think last week losing to Denver was like, all right, it's fuck. We really need to turn this up here. And I'm gonna bet that Pat Mahomes doesn't let that happen twice. I'm gonna just put money on Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes not letting that happen twice. I'm gonna call me crazy. I'm gonna take the over at 49.5. I think this will be a shootout.
Probably.
I think it'll be a shootout.
I don't know if
shootout's the right term because I don't know if Danny Dimes will be like throwing the ball like that. But high scoring. I think it'll be high scoring. Both teams will be high scoring.
Yeah,
teams.
I'll say this. I could see the Colts like just trying to slow the game down and limit the Chiefs' possessions, because I think that's what teams have tried to do to the Chiefs all year. It's just like let's slow it down. Let's limit the amount of times they get to touch the ball.
That's probably right. And honestly, you might be right on the under there, but I think I'm just willing. I'm speaking it into existence. I want it to be a shootout.
I gotcha.
All right, and then we'll rapid fire the last of these.
I take the Colts there, though.
Okay, take the Colts.
I take the Colts. If you're giving me the points, 3.5, I'm definitely taking the Colts.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Browns Raiders. Turd against Kaka. Who cares? If we're being honest, who gives a shit if the Cleveland Browns or the Las Vegas Raiders win this game? But I guess I would go with the Raiders because.
Oh, I go Browns.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're just going to run all over them. I bet Shedeur gets the start. Yeah. I bet he plays okay and they win, and then we get stories about it.
Okay, I'll take Vegas there. But I would love to take the over at 36.5, and both teams just put up like 40 points each of just like awful football. Tons of turnovers. Myles Garrett, 2 touchdowns. Myles Garrett is going to have 2 touchdowns. He's going to have an interception and a fumble recovery, both for a touchdown.
What do you think those odds are? Myles Garrett, 2 touchdowns.
Crazy. Plus $1 million. I don't know.
Pretty nuts for that to
Yeah, he's sick. Jacksonville, Arizona. Jacksonville's a favorite at 2.5. Kind of an interesting game with how Jacoby Brissett's been playing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to still take Jacksonville just because I think the Cardinals are just so bad. They just all-around football team, they're just so bad. I think the Jaguars are a better all-around football team.
I think the Jaguars are better too, but I think this is the one the Cardinals win.
Really?
This would be the perfect head-scratcher Jacksonville loss. It just feels very Jags-esque.
God, you're so right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know, because I was leaning Jags too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stinker vibes. Probably
aligned on the under at 47.5.
Like 17-20 feels right.
You're right though. Yeah, you are right though. You are right though.
I hate
Raiders are winning out.
I hate when I'm right.
Gooch says the Raiders are winning out. I love that out of you, Gooch.
Shout out Gooch, man. What an active chatter.
I know, dude. Shout out Gooch, the only guy in the chat today. And you know what? It's days like that. Just gonna be days
waning
like that.
fortune teller telling us where the best viewers are.
Right, at streamboo.com if you want to check that out. Remove the space.
Never seen one of those comments before.
Right. Eagles, Cowboys. I think the Eagles will win this one pretty handedly. But that being said, I will take the over. And there is a world where Brandon Aubrey hits like a 67-yard field goal to win this game.
Ooh,
there is a world where this game is in the Eagles' hands for 3.5 quarters, and then all of a sudden Dak throws like 2 bombs. Pickens and CD both get like a deep bomb. Javonte Williams scores a touchdown. Ferguson scores a touchdown. Like, there's a world where like this just Dallas attack makes the game way more uncomfortable for the Eagles than it should be in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden Brandon Aubrey is like, wait, hang on a second. Brandon Aubrey could win this game right now. Like, it feels like it could have that written all over it. But the smart play is.
I would take Dallas with the points plus 3.5. But I don't know, dude. It's not enough points for me to take the Cowboys as a money line dog.
Yeah,
but I
will take the over at 48.5.
Yeah, dude. Are the Eagles like? If the Eagles can't get stops, are they scoring with Dallas? I don't think they are. I think this is a team. This is a game where they would try to slow it down and control the pace, but like, I don't know. That Cowboys defense is so porous, man. They might take the air out of the football.
No, I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles are just going to run the hell out of the ball. It doesn't matter if Saquon's kind of been a shell of himself this year. I think they're going to run all over him. And I think
fair.
I think Goddard will have like 11 targets, 8 receptions, and like 112 yards for whatever reason. And AJ Brown will get like 3 looks.
Yeah,
it'll be incredible. It'll be such a
2 catches on 3 targets.
Yeah, right. And then Devonta Smith will have like 2 receptions for like 100 yards. You know.
No, exactly.
Atlanta, New Orleans. Again, who cares?
Who cares?
Shit from an ass versus poop from a butt. Hot Chinese air versus Jersey Mike's breath.
Versus Seahawk. What do you say? Seahawk milkers.
Seahawk jugs.
Yeah, Seahawk jugs.
Yeah. Honestly, couldn't tell you what to make of this game. Kirk Cousins versus Tyler Shuck.
Dude, Shuck.
He looks good.
I'm a believer in the Shucker. I got an oyster hat on right now. So
there we go.
There's something there.
You know what? I would rock with New Orleans to win this game.
The Shuck buddy.
Yeah. Tampa and Los Angeles. I'm going to take my Rams here at -7. I will take the over at 49.5 points, though. I think that'll be a shootout as well.
Probably right.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
The Rams secondary just isn't. They're not good enough that. They're not good enough that I would say that a guy like Baker Mayfield, who just like has that dog in him, wouldn't just throw for like 3 touchdowns because he can't. You know what I mean? Like it just.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it just feels like one of those games where Baker's gonna be like, my former team. I want to come out like this is like he's gonna find a way to like create the hatred in himself to like go out there and like will a team into a bunch of points, but they'll still lose. You know?
Yeah. So would you take Tampa with 7?
No.
I might.
Hmm.
If I were putting together like a money line or like I
Yeah.
guess I don't know. I could see this game being a shootout and it also being like, like the Rams win by 4.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of been the Rams' MO this year too, so that could definitely happen.
Letting it be close.
Yeah. All right, let's hit this Monday Night Football game and then let's move into some basketball. Carolina, San Francisco. I think you love the underdog here.
Dude.
You love the underdog here with
I'm
Carolina.
feeling a little like Carolina Mike.
Okay.
I'm feeling like I want to keep pounding right now.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the Panthers are playing really good ball. I think they're coming off of a big win, and I don't think that this is the type of team that's taking this sort of momentum for granted.
Okay.
And they've had stretches in the past, like this year and last year, where they win a big game, they lose one they should. I think, and not that this is a game that they should win. I think that this, like with a really banged up Niners team, it feels like a winnable game, but it's probably going to be a good game. It's probably going to be an awesome game.
I hear you. I think with the Niners getting healthier and Shanahan being the coach that he is, it just, to me, it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like, don't take this as an insult, but it feels like overthinking it to be like, banged up, Panthers have been playing some good football. Like, to me, that feels a little.
This is an emotional pick for me.
I hear you. Yeah,
I want it to happen.
That's what I mean. I'm being
I trick myself into that a lot.
Yeah. I'm being a little bit like, no, this is how football works. Better coach, better quarterback. Like,
well, you're right.
I'm being, but I think I'll be right. I think that the Niners will win this game pretty handedly.
I'm staying with my emotions.
I love it. I love that. Let's get into some NBA. This has been such an interesting season to start here. What a fascinating start, especially in this Eastern Conference that feels like wide open right now.
I mean, it's turned on its head from last year. I think like the biggest thing being that you have the Raptors and where are my standings? Here they are. You have the Raptors and the Pistons at the top of the conference. The Raptors have won 8 of their last 9.
Which blows my mind, by the way.
And then the Pistons are just 12-2. The Pistons are just very good. Like the East goes like this. And think about the teams that are here now that weren't here last year. Pistons, Cavs, Raptors, Hawks, Knicks, Sixers, Heat, Bulls, Bucks, Magic. That's your playoff, including play-in right now.
Yeah.
It's so many teams that just weren't even close.
Yeah. I mean, you look at like the Celtics and the Pacers. Obviously, were the 2 best teams in the East last season, and neither of them are making the playoffs as it stands. I mean, obviously we're early yet, but clearly they're banged up. They're 2 best.
The Pacers are doing like a Warriors. Everyone's hurt. Like we're going to draft James Wiseman, which I still am like, how did that not work out? How did James Wiseman not pan out?
I know because and here's the thing: if he did, that Warriors dynasty continues. By the way, crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Celtics and the Pacers are both gonna, which kind of sucks almost. They're gonna both go get a good top draft pick and maybe flip that or something. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but like they're both good teams. They're gonna be good again next year. It's just that they both lost their best player this year to, Achilles.
Well, and the Celtics aren't like, I mean, the Pacers are done. They're stamped.
Oh, their season is like stamp cooked.
Yes. But the Celtics, bro, like they're 7-7.
Yeah,
and they're like, I mean, I think the Sixers or the Knicks are the 5 seed right now at 8-5. They're 2 games off of being the 5 seed.
Yeah, they're not far back from the Knicks. Yeah,
but it feels. I mean, the biggest thing is these top 2 right here, or sorry, 2 of the top 3, Pistons and Raptors.
Yeah,
I had some notes on the Raptors because I watched a bit of one of their games when they played the Hornets. I love watching Hornets games. I'm addicted to the Hornets. They're not good, but like I want them to be good.
Yeah.
I do. I think if they're young guys, just take steps next year. Anyways, I'm not going to go in on that quite yet, but I had the Raptors feel like a 2K simulation, like what you were like the My League GM stuff.
Yeah.
When like you were like, okay, we traded all of our players. We're letting young guys play. We're probably going to tank this year, and then I'm going to get like a great draft pick. I'm going to get like KD in this draft class, and then like all of a sudden, you just like you're second in the East, and you're like, well, I guess maybe we're competing this year. Because that happens in those Sims, and it's like, that's what they are. I think everyone expected the Raptors to be bad. I mean, the team is quite literally 2 point guards, and really, if IQ is Emmanuel Quickly is a point guard, I think he's really more of like a true 2, but he's kind of playing that point guard role, just a scoring guard that they put out there. But it's Quickly and Jamal Shed, and then it's just forwards.
Yeah.
Just like 6'7" to 6'9" forwards.
Point
and then
forwards,
you have,
too.
Yeah.
It's like it's RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
B.I.
Scotty Barnes, B.I.
Scotty Barnes.
And B.I., I mean, like they have wing scorers. And I guess like Scotty, is he a point guard? He doesn't play at the 1, but he does give you a lot of playmaking, secondary ball handling. That's what really they have, is they have a lot of forwards that double as like secondary ball handlers.
Mm-hmm.
But like and so you got 2 point guards, a ton of forwards, and then Jakob Poeltl. Just one center. That's the rotation. And
it's working.
Yeah. They're just big. And
we're talking about like
huge.
By the way, they beat the Cavs. Like their last couple games here, I was scrolling through it right here. Because I'm curious. I'm like, is this sustainable to win 8 games in a row or whatever the streak is they're on right now, right?
Yeah, 8 of the last 9. I don't know where the loss was.
Yeah, right. They beat the Pacers, who are arguably the worst team in the league right now, in mid-tank, But they just beat the Cavs. They beat the Nets, who also are bad. Lost to the Sixers, but it was by 10. It's not like they got blown out.
Yeah.
They beat the Hawks, who
good team.
have looked okay. It's not like a nobody team.
They're good.
They beat the Bucks by 30.
Yeah.
They beat the Bucks by 30, 28, but I mean, it's not like they beat the Grizzlies. It's not like they had
they beat the Cavs again.
The easiest, right? It's not like they've had just like the easiest schedule here.
No, they played some good teams.
Is it the Scotty Barnes like breakout season? Is it just like he's quietly been getting better? And
well, it's kind of been a pretty even attack. Like,
yeah,
if you look at the numbers that their guys are putting up, I mean, sure, you have some standouts like Scotty. B.I. is just he's kind of been unleashed. It's not like we need like CJ's got to get X amount of shots, and then Zion has got to get when he's healthy. We need him to get these looks, and it's like, nah, man. Like if you see a shot you like, you take it. And Brandon Ingram has never seen a shot that he didn't like, especially in the mid range, bro. I love a midi hunting like 6'8" forward, bro.
Me too, man.
Just smooth. His release is behind his head.
Kind of a weird jumper. I was just about to say, kind of a weird jumper, hunting midi, injected into my veins.
Yeah.
Love.
And I think in the past, like there have been stretches where I'm like, Brandon Ingram's like 6'9", 6'10", right? And people are like, no. I'm like, well, maybe it's because his arms are like 9 feet long. Maybe that's what it is.
Dude, I have a weird take on Brandon Ingram, and I don't know. I'd be curious to maybe see how the Raptors are using him, because maybe it's been more of this than I thought there is. I don't know yet, but maybe you can inform me on this if you're watching more of them than I have. I've always said that Brandon Ingram is a 2 guard. He was sort of brought in and branded as like this like Kevin Durant-esque big small forward, small ball 4. Slim Reaper, like really slender, but he'll put on some weight and then he'll be a perfect stretch 4. Dude, I've always been of the mind. I'm like, no. Brandon Ingram is actually just a really big shooting guard. He's an extendo clip shooting guard. He's not a guard. Like he's not a point guard. He is a like, I'm talking like early aughts, like the Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Kobe era shooting guard. Because like that was kind of that era. It was like guys that were like 6'6" to 6'8" that were like, I'm not a primary ball handler, but I'm not really like a forward, because that was just the league at the time was like,
yeah, I'm a bucket getter.
I'm a
This
bucket.
is where I need to play.
I'm tall. I'm a bigger guy, but like, no. Put bigger bodies around me to go play at wing. I'm not going to go play wing. That's not my job. I'm a 2 guard. I am
he's not
purely
a 3
here
and
for
D.
hoops. No.
You're right.
No.
He's just pure scorer. I like it. You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
I have made that decision in a 2K simulation before.
Yeah.
Of like, I'm putting BI at the 2, like, because I love just drafting huge teams, just long. Like, I'm a big Jonathan Isaac guy. You get Jonathan Isaac as a rookie, he turned into like a 90 eventually, and
right.
Had teams with like Jonathan Isaac at like at the 3, and then just like another athletic power forward, and then a big body center. I did have one. I mean, I'm not going to talk about this too long, I promise, but I did a Timberwolves.
Go through your whole My GM league. No, we should spend time on the pod talking about your My GM 2K league. No, I would love to hear it. Go ahead.
All it is, I did one with the Timberwolves, and I traded Andrew Wiggins when he was like 22.
Yeah.
And I traded Zach LaVine and just got a ton of draft capital. Kept Cat. And then I think I ended up with, I drafted Markelle Fultz. And he ran the 1, and he was so good, bro. He's so good in that game. Because it's just like the what if story. What if he didn't get hurt?
Right.
So he's a dog. I had Jonathan Isaac. I drafted Shea eventually. And then I signed Boogie in free agency. So just my starting lineup was Markelle Fultz, Shea, Jonathan Isaac, Cat, and Boogie. And we won 3 NBA championships in a row.
That's incredible, man.
It was the best team I've ever assembled.
Yeah, I'm really happy for you.
It was awesome. It was awesome, dude.
And you're like, and I think about that often. And
I'm just like, looking at the cap. I'm just like, we're so fucked in 2016, man.
Like having real stress, like in the morning drinking your coffee, and you're like, your girlfriend's like, "What's wrong?" And you're like, the cap space situation. It's really going to hit hard.
I forgot to sign any power forwards. I have no power forwards on this team.
Babe, you have no idea the free agent market is just really dry right now, and I just only have space for a vet man, and
I got to go get a G leaguer.
We're going to have to develop a guy. I can't. I don't know which 2K this is, but all I can think of is like I can't keep running Brandon Bass as my backup. Forward. 72 overall Brandon Bass just isn't cutting it anymore.
They have eras mode now, so you can go back. Like that's what I do. That's all I do. It's just like let's start in 2011. Let's rebuild the team.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah. So sick. I love that. I might need to do that. Fuck. Don't kid me. I just bought a new game. I just bought Arc Raiders.
Dude, Arc Raiders what was it? Was it on sale? It's like 30.
It was $40.
Okay, that's full price.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what happened to Black Friday deals?
Yeah.
Hey, America.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Hey, America.
Yeah, remember when every game used to be like half off on Black Friday?
Yeah.
Now it's like, here's 15%. Go shove it up your ass.
Yeah. Hey, corporate America. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? Listen, I just need to inform everybody that the U.S. men's national team, although this is like their B team, and they're playing Uruguay, and it's not like we're playing the best of the best here. We're up 5-1 right now, which is where we want to be. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good because we got the World Cup coming up.
Anything interesting ever happened in Uruguay? Uruguay.
Has anything interesting ever
happened
there?
Yeah.
Yes, tons of interesting things. I think they had a pretty big revolution at one point. I will say, fun fact about Uruguay.
Freaking history nerd, dude.
Fun fact about Uruguay, widely regarded as one of the best countries in the world to live in. They have great employment rates, they have low homeless rates. They have it's fairly affordable. They have like good public transport. The streets are pretty clean. Like if you look it up right now, almost every article is like, yeah, Uruguay's kind of just chilling right now. Like they're like, we're good. Yeah, that's like their thing right now is they're just like, we're good. The country's working.
Do they have freedom?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think they're pretty chill. I don't know.
Dang.
I don't know socially, like to the extent I haven't talked to someone from there, but like if you look it up right now, most of the articles are like everyone in Uruguay is chilling. They're good. They're doing fine right now.
I know a lot of cities in Africa are like that too.
I don't think. Really?
Yeah, like my buddy that I was telling you about that played or was coaching in Nairobi. He was like, dude, Nairobi is actually, I think, like on some list, it's ranked the safest city in the world to live in.
Really?
He's like, people leave
That's
their
so
cars
sick.
unlocked on the street.
Yeah.
There's just
Dude,
like virtually no crime.
When I was in Iceland, I was in Reykjavik, the big city in Iceland. And
oh, really?
I was it was back when I was dating this girl at the time, and she was like an au pair. She was watching a kid. She was like a nanny there.
Yeah.
And they leave the babies outside in the cold in the strollers, and they'll like go into the mall and like get food. And we like walked inside. I was like, "You're gonna leave the fucking baby outside?" She was like, "Yeah, that's what people do here." And I was like, "Huh? In the cold?" And they're like, "Yeah, wrapped up. They're used to it. This is like they live here. They're from here. They've adapted to the cold, and nobody takes babies here because it's an island in the middle of like the Arctic or whatever."
Yeah, where are you gonna go? Like 5 miles that way?
Dude, there was like one story one time where someone tried to kidnap a girl, and they were found within 48 hours or something like that. It was like a sailor that was off like a shipping vessel. They weren't even Icelandic. Like it's crazy, dude, that there's these other countries that are just quietly thriving. And we're over here like, just everything is chaos over here. It's crazy.
Let's dive into that. Let's discuss that for the rest of the
Let's really dive deep into that.
How do we fix everything that's going on?
Uruguay also, to get into some soccer here for you, we won't spend too long on this. They won the first ever World Cup. They're one of the original winners of the World Cup. I believe as a country they've won 2 or 3 actually as a whole. But they've had some great teams over the years. They're a decent soccer country. Like they have a history. They've had some good teams, and they have one of the most famous World Cup moments of all time, where Luis Suarez
he
had
bit
a
the
handball.
Guy?
No.
Is that
that is the guy that bit someone? But
okay.
during the World Cup, Uruguay was playing. I believe it was Ghana. It was an African nation. I don't know. Someone can fact check me on this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It was like a knockout stage game. It was a very important game. And the best player on Uruguay was Luis Suarez. And the ball was bouncing around the box. Someone flicked it over the keeper's head, and Luis Suarez ran in front of the goal and punched the ball out with his hand. They committed a handball on purpose. Stopped the goal from happening, which is an automatic red card. You get booted from the game, but the goal doesn't count. Like he just straight up blocked the ball like a goalie, even though he wasn't a goalie. And then I believe it was Ghana or Cameroon got a PK, and the keeper saved it, and Uruguay won the game.
Whoa!
And it's like one of the craziest sports moments in history. It's like a top 10 World Cup moment of all time. You should watch the clip. It's electric, dude.
No, I will.
There's like a video of him walking through the tunnel, and you see the save, and he's like screaming in the tunnel because he made the right decision. You know?
Yeah.
Electric.
Worked out.
Dude, I love this sport. I love soccer. It's beautiful.
I really wanted to you're like, hey, real quick soccer thing. I was going to let you say one sentence and go, I'm bored.
Can I tell you
so excited.
That would have shattered me.
Yeah. I felt it.
I let you talk my GM. All right. I let you talk your Timberwolves rebuild. Okay.
You're right.
Yeah. To get back to this Eastern Conference here, it is just fascinating seeing. I don't know. Do you think this Raptors thing is sustainable? Because it just
probably not, but it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
Also, okay. Sandro Mamushkavelli, best name in the NBA, playing rotation minutes. It's all I've ever wanted.
Wow. Who's he playing rotation minutes for?
He was with the Spurs for like 2 or 3 years, and now he's in Toronto, and I thought he'd go there to die and get buried.
Yeah.
And no, he's playing good rotational minutes.
Wow. Mamu. Shout out Mamu, dude. What a beast.
I have vivid memories of cooking people with him in 2K. Just like who is that? I'm about to absolutely just dismantle you with Sandro.
Torch you with Mamu. Yeah. Mamu's on a heater. We're on Mamu heater watch.
So Toronto, probably not sustainable, but a team that's playing way better than they should be.
Okay.
I think that it might be sustainable. The Chicago Bulls. Now they're 6-6.
Okay.
I'm not jumping off the screen. 7-6. Sorry.
Yes.
7-6. They're not jumping off the screen in the standings quite as much, but this is a basketball team that has an identity, and teams that have identities tend to go further, especially in the Eastern Conference. You look back to a lot of the Jimmy Butler Heat teams.
Yeah.
Not great, like in the regular season, not the best record, but they went to the finals twice.
Yeah.
As an 8 seed, I believe. Both times, right?
Yes. I believe that, yes.
Bubble, they were an 8 seed, and I think against the Nuggets, they were an 8 seed as well. And the Pacers, last year, were they the best regular season team? No, not even close. But they had an identity. It's when everything else breaks down, you either have the best player or you have the best identity.
Yeah.
And this is a team that knows how they want to play. It's really tough for teams to guard. They beat the Nuggets last night, I think, or 2 nights ago. Either way, I guess when this comes out, it'll be 2 nights ago if it was last night. But they wear teams out, man. They pitch that thing ahead. They get it out. They go. They run. They play really deep. They play like 11 guys.
Yeah.
And I think their bench had something like 66 points in that win against the Nuggets.
It is very Pacers-esque, right? Wheels up.
It's similar.
Wheels up.
It is really
get
similar.
Out there and go. Not like the same brand of basketball, but sort of the same idea of like, listen, we're gonna have a deep rotation. Guard 5 guys. Yeah, we're gonna have a deep rotation. We're gonna play team ball. We're gonna push the ball out in transition. Everyone can shoot. You know what I mean? Like it has sort of that vibe to it.
Yeah.
Do we feel like Vooch is a man is sort of a out of place here?
Is he a man?
Is he, I don't know what I was gonna say. Is he a man out of place? And I was like, that's not a phrase. I was gonna say that like it was a phrase. I don't know what I was thinking. Is he a?
Oh, great segment idea. Man out of place.
Man out of place.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Oh my gosh. Is Vooch sort of like? Is he out of place there? I guess is what I was getting at. Like this.
No, because I honestly I think he does get up and down the floor like pretty well, and he seems like one of those guys that like he's valuable enough to them in the half court as well, as a screener, as a popper, as a floor spacer, and also just as a finisher insider. A guy that like hey, if you do run offense for 20 seconds, like giving the ball to Josh Giddey with 5 seconds on the shot clock isn't a fantastic idea. No. And you don't have a lot of those guys. I don't know is Kobe White even still on the team?
I think he's just been hurt.
He's not playing right now, but Vooch is a guy that you can toss in the ball and he's going to get you a good look. Like he was a guy in Orlando for a while, and even when he first got to Chicago, like he's been a borderline 20-point scorer pretty much everywhere he's been. And I say borderline. I think he's had a few years closer to the 15s. As of late,
he's kind of just a bona fide like 16-9 guy.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to score 20 points on a game or 20 points a game when you're on a team with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan?
Right.
That's tough. So I think it works well. In the half court, they're pretty ball screen heavy, but it's ball screen heavy with there's not someone that like before they've even crossed half court being like, if I get that matchup, I'm going to clear it out and we're just going to back it up and I'm going to go at this guy. Yeah.
Right.
No, there's no one on the team that really does that. And so it pops around, it pings around, and there's an upside and a downside to that, but I don't know. I like the way they play. Buzelis is playing really well. Ayo Dosunmu is very, very good. He plays with the starters.
I like
he plays with the bench unit, and he always plays well. Like he just always looks good. He kind of gets whatever he wants.
Yeah.
If he was a 3-level scorer, golly, he would be a problem.
I agree. He'd be like a borderline all-star if he was like a real bucket getter.
He's just so athletic. And he's got a great feel for getting downhill. He's a great finisher. Yeah. He's actually he's a true point guard too.
Good defender.
Yeah.
He's pretty complete game. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Knicks team has been disappointing to me. I thought after the last 2 seasons of being disappointing and getting beat by teams you shouldn't have been beat by, you know what I mean? Like, and then coming into this year where there's no Celtics and there's no Pacers, pretty much, obviously not like completely no Celtics, but you know what I mean? There's no Tatum Celtics and there's no Pacers, and you're the 5th seed at 8-5. Why are they not the best team in the East? Why is this team so disappointing? I don't understand, because in theory they should be good.
Yeah. one thing I try to remind myself, because I looked at them and I said the same exact thing, but
yeah,
new head coach is always going to take some time to adjust.
Okay, fair enough.
For the players
yes.
and for the coach. And keep in mind, their head coach last year is unlike any other head coach that is in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Jalen Brunson is playing like 32, 33 minutes a game.
Yeah.
For the first time since he was a New York Knick, he's not playing 40 minutes a game. Like the Knicks would finish games and play 6 guys. Like they Tibbs just ran them ragged.
Yeah.
So now you're actually forced to go into your roster a little bit. I think Jordan Clarkson is a great addition.
Mm-hmm.
How Jordan Clarkson isn't playing more, honestly, than like 13, 14 minutes a game. I mean, he's averaging like 9 points a game on like I think around 14, 15 minutes.
I can explain as the team that drafted Jordan Clarkson.
He's so different. He's so different from
who
he was in LA.
I know, but I could just tell you right now, I get that he's different, he's matured, but at that guy's core, in his DNA, is a guy that you really just are like, you wind him up, and then you let it go, and it goes, it's one of those toys, and then you need to pull it off the court the second it unwinds. That is what Jordan Clarkson is. That is exactly what Jordan Clarkson is. And he just will never be anything different, and that's okay. So I get it, because you watch him play 14 minutes and you go, why is he not playing more? But I'm telling you, as someone who's
so good, that's so good.
I'm telling you, as someone who's seen him play 27 minutes a game, it gets old. It wears off fast. Like
I'm just, I understand what you're saying, but when I just look at 18 minutes a game, averaging 10.6 points per game. I'm like,
yeah,
that's really good.
It is.
Like, and I think that is his role, and I think that their rotation is pretty filled out, especially in the guard spots. But
yeah,
my dumb brain was saying like his per 40 is off the charts. All right. We got to give him some tick.
And my response to that is like, yeah, that's because that's what he's capable of. Is having a great per 40 in the shortest bursts imaginable. But the second you rely on him for like real minutes, I'm telling you, it's not what you want. It's not what you want.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's why, like, being on the Jazz for all those years, a team where he should have been spit out for 35 minutes a game, just be like, hey, go get us buckets. He still didn't really get crazy minutes.
I think he was still the sixth man, and I mean he played like starter minutes essentially.
Yeah, I mean, like on a really bad team. Even then, it's like you got to rope him in a little bit, you know.
Yeah. All I was gonna say was that in college, like our Division III website had like a basic like stats thing. Like the NCAA gives like the same template out for all these like small schools.
Yeah.
But like at the beginning of the year, if I would go in garbage time and like score or get like 2 rebounds in like under a minute, I would just walk around and be like, dude, my per 40 numbers are off the charts. It's like I'm averaging like 12 points, 20 rebounds per 40. I'm like,
yeah. You're like, I'm a serviceable.
I'm production.
I'm a serviceable stretch 4 is what I am.
That's what I was, dude.
Yeah.
I was the only stretch 4 on the team.
How are you a stretch 4 at 5'6"?
It's under 6 foot collegiate NCAA.
Right. It's interesting that I'm 6'5" and I was more of a point guard. That's just something. That's just something I found to be curious.
Very odd.
I do think that Giannis is a Knick or a Laker next season. I will say, if it doesn't work with the Knicks this year, I think they are going to say, "Cat, thank you for your service."
Mikhail,
yes, Mikhail, thank you for your service. You are a Milwaukee Buck now. Yeah. Go have fun over there. It's your team now. Jalen Brunson. We didn't do our top 25 rankings, and I'm high on Jalen Brunson, but there's a part of me, and I hate to do it because I love Jalen Brunson because he's like his build and the way he plays is so similar to me if I wasn't 6'5". Being like an undersized, like stocky guard that plays kind of like It's not slow motion, but
Technical.
very under control.
Yes.
That's like, I love that play style, you know?
Probably
But
the most
there's
technical player in the NBA.
Yes. And there's a part of me that is like, I may have to just come to grips with that can't be your number one on a championship contender. Although I do think Jalen Brunson is incredibly good at basketball. Jalen Brunson and Giannis Antetokounmpo would be electric together.
That would be very, very hard to stop.
Dude, and especially if OG is like the third guy and you can fill out the roster otherwise.
OG?
Maybe it's like OJ.
I love the way he talks. Cracks me up.
Yeah. So I don't know. The East is interesting. I'm disappointed in the Knicks. The Hawks look better without Trae Young. What the hell is that about?
Oh, I'm late to this conversation. I'm a big Trae Young guy. For the longest time, I was like an anti Trae Young because it was like Trae or Luka who won the draft.
Right.
And even before Luka got traded, I kind of turned around. I was like, yeah, Trae Young is really, really freaking good.
He's very good. He's very good.
He's guard Jokic.
Yeah. I have him on my top 25 list that we haven't released yet. We'll do that next episode.
Yeah, my list is gonna be crazy. By the way, dude, you have no.
I love
clue.
that.
You have no idea.
I love that. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to compare and contrast our lists, brother.
You probably don't even have like Brandon Cisse on your list, bro.
Says who?
Oh, that is I just completely said someone in a different sport because I was thinking of someone else. But you believed me.
I just
fucking idiot.
I just went with it because I assumed you were picking some like obscure dude that's like the 15th man down the roster for the Pelicans or something, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I thought you knew some guys.
Is a corner.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Louisville, I think. I don't know.
Wow. LNS pod exposed, not ball knowers. Wow, both of us.
I meant to say Moussa Diabate.
Yes. Highest engine in the league.
Yes, the engine.
Yeah. Wow, both of us caught pants down, just full balls out there. That was tough.
Yeah, balls. You ever been pantsed?
Balls exposed, obviously. Yeah,
I was pantsed in middle school.
Pantsing.
Oh man, I got pantsed and it was like went home and it was just like, what am I gonna do? It's in 7th grade.
What am I gonna do? Is such a funny response to that.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
Just no clue what I was gonna do. I was like, I guess it's over.
I just got an update from. I just got an update from. Oh my god, I did it twice. From Bleacher Report, that is the top 25 college football teams they just put out, which is really interesting.
Where's USC? 15, moved up 2.
Something like that. Yeah, they have Tulane at 12. That's sick. Anyway,
wait,
sorry.
No, that's
go back.
Tulane's at 24. Oh, I'm looking at the new college football playoff rankings just dropped too.
Oh, yes. Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry, I meant the playoff picture.
Yeah, update.
Yeah, yes.
So Tulane's at 24.
Okay.
They got, is that Utah? Yeah, Utah at 12 right now. Interesting.
Well, anyway, okay. So I want to touch on this Western Conference real quick before we hop off here because we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I feel like we've talked about them quite a bit, so there's not like too much more.
We could save the West for the next episode.
Sure. Yeah.
This was actually good. We just kind of covered the East.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I'm sorry. Are you disappointed?
Sure. No.
Are you angry?
You see this thumb here? I'm gonna head over there and sit on it. I'm just gonna go over and sit on my fucking thumb.
No,
that's what I'll do.
I was like, hey, we can just save it.
No, let's say we're at an hour 45. We had 3 viewers the whole episode. That's fine. We'll save this.
This has just been like Thiz Gooch and 5 Pete watch us talk to each other.
Yeah, it truly has been. But hey, such is the nature of starting a podcast in a world where everybody has a podcast. So we'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll get there. You guys are just along for the ride. Yes, 3 dedicated viewers. Fuck yes, 5 Pete. And you know what?
That's what we
need that. Gooch lives for this. Gooch, we live for you.
Dude,
Gooch and 5 Pete, we live for you.
I want Gooch at my wedding.
And
I'll say,
can I tell you? He's got an invite to mine. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
I paused Step Brothers for this. Wow.
You paused Step Brothers for an hour and 45 minutes.
That's a big time compliment from from around these parts, from where I'm from. So Thank you for that, Gooch. 5 Pete, thank you. Gooch, thank you.
From around where I'm from.
Yeah. I couldn't get it out. Dude, I'm sick right now. I got sick brain right now where I'm like a little bit hazy and like I'm like saying things and I'm like, was that real? Did I say that? Am I dreaming right now? Is this a fever dream? Is the U.S. men's national team really up 5-1 against Uruguay right now?
No, you're about to wake, bro. We actually haven't started recording the episode yet. You've been asleep in your chair.
Oh fuck! I think I'd pass out if I had to talk for another hour and 45 minutes. What?
And he's back. There he is.
Hey, this was a fun ep. Thank you guys so much for joining. Next pod, next stream. I want you guys to come with some questions for us. How about that? My 3 dedicated viewers today. Come with some questions for us. We're gonna do. I'm gonna post
do some live ones.
Yeah, we'll do some live ones. I think we'll post on our Instagram for next episode and have people submit some questions so that we like see what they want us to talk about. We'll maybe do a little bit of that. And yeah, we'll get into the Western Conference. We'll see what happens this week with the NFL. We have LeBron coming back for the Lakers tonight. So you know you can bet your sweet bippy I'll be talking about that next episode.
Lakers ceiling. new first segment. On the next episode. Sorry, I just saw 5 Pete crazy question. We'll answer that next episode when I figure out what that means.
Is. I don't even know.
Thoughts on the mega leg kicker arms race? Is that a weapons race, or is this it sounds like robot racing?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's happening here. I'll have to look into that and then get back to you. I'll get my thoughts on that. I'll get my thoughts on anything anyone wants me to give my thoughts on. If they just give me
we're little thought sluts, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Nuclear field goals? Are you talking like the NFL, like Brandon Aubrey,
kicking?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's really interesting, and we'll finish on this because this is really fascinating.
Steroids.
Actually. It's interesting. That would be so funny if that came out as the scandal.
Great. No one's drug testing the kickers.
Right. It's interesting that we have like kickers across the league missing point afters, and at the same time we have dudes drilling 70-yard. Like, it's so confusing. I don't get it at all. It's the disparity, because there are some people who are like we got to fix this. The kickers are too OP. And I'm like, really? Because I've watched 3 kickers lose their job in real time this year because they can't hit a point after and it lost the team the game. So what's going on there? Which is really interesting. For $5, how are we going to fix the Middle East? Just throwing out questions. I'll tell you what, they could probably use some more NFL football. They could probably use some more NBA basketball. They could probably use the long and the short pod.
Hey, to be fair,
that's probably the answer. That's probably the answer.
They're trying to do the first 2.
Right.
Like, they're doing their darndest.
They are.
We're going to fix this place with sports.
Yeah. They really, it's
kind of just their strategy, it seems like.
It really is actually kind of close to what's
You're
happening.
On the same page with like the Saudi government.
Dude,
finally got out from under the thumb of the Taliban, and they're like, it'd be sick in this country, touchdowns.
A run first football team. Yeah, dude, it's so sick. It's crazy that we're like not even really joking right now. They truly were like, do you remember how we're like years deep into like war and poverty and it's still ongoing? It's like, well, guess what, Americans? We're cool now. We have Ronaldo. That literally is what they're doing. They're like, can we just get enough American sports here that like
we're really sorry about 9/11.
We're chill. Yeah.
But we're gonna take Phil Mickelson from you. And you can watch him on the CW.
Listen.
At 2 p.m.
Listen, a couple of your reporters haven't made it home. But the UFC puts on a hell of an event here.
That's
sick,
fantastic.
Dude. Yeah.
Chat clip that.
Relegate the Browns to Iraq.
Oh, dude. The Baghdad Browns.
Lions Bears in Riyadh on Thanksgiving.
Bro, imagine a team gets relocated to Iraq and it's the Browns. That would be tough.
Oh my God! If there was a team, it would have to be. It would have to be.
I mean,
dude.
The fan base would be on board right away.
Oh God, dude. Oh my God, it sounds bad without context. I mean, yeah, obviously this all sounds bad without context, but what? To be fair, we're not even like it's not that we're the point we're trying to make is they are trying to like buy their way out of their situation with sport.
Yeah.
That's not like it's not like we're making a crazy. It's like this is what's happening. That's actually objectively what's going on. That's why it's funny. That's why it's funny. Saudi Jets. Oh no.
The Saudi Jets is crazy. The Baghdad Browns are the Saudi Jets.
Oh God, dude.
Is there another good one?
The Qatar Pelicans. If we're just taking like the worst teams in every league and just like sticking them in a team, you know. Oh God, dude. All right, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta be done.
We gotta get out of here before this gets bad.
Saudis bring back the Oilers. Oh, that hockey.
Jeez. Yeah,
good hockey in Iraq. Yeah. All right, this has been a great show.
Hey, this was incredible. This. I love doing this. I'm having such a blast doing this. This has been so. This is
very fun.
Yeah, I'm having
it's just I get to talk to my friend for like an hour.
Yeah,
or two.
It's great. It's great, and we get to do it. Oil money Oilers.
That'd be
good. Gooch, you're on fire right now. I mean, that was. You're. I mean, it's like you're in flow state right now. I got to give.
Yeah. It's a Vince McMahon. Like, hey, tell me about Gooch in episode 3. It's like,
yeah. episode 2.5 of that podcast. That had 5 viewers.
We got 6 right now, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just in time for it to be over, you idiots.
I know. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining.
You dumb idiots,
morons. Thanks for joining so late. Well, hey, guess what? This podcast will be out on Spotify and YouTube after this. Hopefully getting it out tomorrow, barring any technical difficulties, which, you know, you never know.
It's Riverside, so you never know. Hey, Riverside.
Yeah. And hopefully they watch all of our recordings and they see that.
I hope they do.
The double
Give me my refund.
Hell yeah. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining. To the viewers that stuck through this, you're legends. You're going to be able to say, hey, you know that podcast everyone loves? The LNS pod, The Long and the Short? I was there for episode 1 and also 2, technically, /3.
2.5. Yeah.
2.5. So I just want you guys to know that you're real ones, and we love and appreciate you. If you're listening to this after the fact, if you've thrown this on as a pod on Spotify or YouTube, thank you for checking this out. Thank you for listening. Please join the live stream sometime. Come check that out. See what that's all
come
about.
Ask a question.
Yeah. Why not? Come interact with us in real time.
Don't join in the last 2 minutes either.
Yeah. Yeah, be at the ready. Be on your phone at the ready for when I post on my Instagram story that this is live.
Yeah,
because that's the only way to find out.
Push notifications for his Instagram story.
Join my Discord.
No regular schedule whatsoever.
No. We'll get there. We're gonna figure it out. And it will be through the help of all of you that are here tonight. So thank you for doing that, and those that are listening. Fuck yeah, dude. This is so fun. I'm having a blast.
Thanks for the affirmation.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for joining. This has been The Long and the Short. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.